set of Chalkboard Prison. We're at Abbey Virtual School, and we got Jim Rayburn here. He's a happy guy.
I like to smash things.
Yeah, he's yeah, I get paid to break stuff. So the world's greatest teacher just took a hit, so I'm going to see what happens there. I guess it means a different thing in prison, so I'm going to keep walking. I'm going to be driving through here in my car and shocking Stanley as he comes by. And there's a great crew here we got here today. Tons and tons of great people, lots of skill, got lots of equipment. Oh, we're moving our crafty over, so we're moving everything. Kurt's right here.
Hi, Kurt.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the Hilltop Pillbox here in Abbotsford, British Columbia, Canada. And we have our YouTube game. We're in round 5 and a lot of neat things have happened. So I'm going to start you out over here on the board where the cashola is. And we have, yeah, this is what's going on here. Actually, China's down to 4. Okay, China's down to 4. Italy 16. I'm at 20 with FEC. Russians, I think, are at 22. They might be lower than that now. I haven't checked on that in a while. But I do know that the Germans are at 32 now. And the Brits are at 38. So that's usually a reversal there. Japan's quite healthy. And America is busting out. They're really moving. They collected 91 last round. Some neat things going on that you need to be aware of is the Brits have a man and an armor on an American transport there. They have a couple of men, well, 3 men on the 2 American transports. And there's a British fighter on an American carrier, and the Mighty 8 is over here in England now, ready to do its thing. And another American transport, of course. And the Americans took Denmark. They had taken it last round, and Germans took it back, and the Americans took it back again. And the Brits took an empty Holland, Belgium, and the Americans took an empty Normandy. So starting to infringe a little bit on the Germans' western flank. Norway now under control of the Americans. They have an air base and a miner factory. They scooted over, took Finland, and have gone over, and the Brits liberated Karelia. And there's not a lot of ground forces here to deal with this. They got some men and 1 tank, but that's it. But they also got the Russians knocking on the door from Archangel. Italy has had a disastrous last round. Did not enjoy themselves at all. The Americans came up here and with a bombard and a single artillery were able to kill the single Italian unit and reduce this factory. It's on its side now. It's a miner factory, and reduce it down to a miner, and it's got 3 damage on it too. So the Italians went back and took it back. The British had bulked it up with a couple more men. So they lost 3 units, but I think the Italians also lost 3 units taking it back. Maybe just 2. Albania was taken by the Brits as well, and the Italians lost 3 men taking that back to the British 2. But you can also see this great conflagration of iron in the water, and they convoyed Italy at the end of Italy's turn. So although Italy is getting 16, they were convoyed to the maximum of 8, and Germany will also get convoyed next round to 2. I'm sure they'll be able to take that out of Herr Hitler's coffers. Also, here's the German war machine is right on the gates of Moscow now, and this is a really tight battle. This is going to be interesting. We'll see how it goes. The Italians did a bit of a suicide run with a fighter, a bomber, and an armor. They went in there and they killed 2 things, and lost all 3, of course, instantly. But you can see that it's truly an allied effort here. There's 6 British fighters and 2 American fighters helping defend Moscow. So will it be enough? We don't know. If it's not enough, it probably just won't be enough. The Russians will be able to build a bunch more guys there, and now there's more help on the way with well, there's a factory here in Greece, and there's a factory up in Norway. And so probably won't be too difficult. And there's a factory here in Persia as well that cranked out a couple of fast units and a fighter last round. So if Moscow does hold, then I think Germany's in a bad way. So we'll see what happens there. They'll need Italy to come save them. Japan's doing what Japan does. Here we are in the bizarro world. So here in Yunnan, I've done a historically accurate thing where the war is going so bad for the Chinese that Mao Zedong is able to rally 1 million men to start marching across the mountains to go mix it up in the north. And so I've put in 21 units there. So they're going to go beat up the Japanese. There you go, No Limit. Get ready for them. They're coming. They're coming. And as you would say on your video, there you go. All right. No, folks are not really there, the communist Chinese. But would be fun. Would be fun. All right. But the Japanese know what Japanese do. And they've chased the Chinese up into the back corner here, and we'll see if the end is nigh for the Chinese there. Down here, of course, great big fleet and some decent air power down here. They have 3 of the money islands. The Americans were able to take Salib's last round. And then they sent a sub down here to convoy at Java. So hopefully that'll pay off. And the American fleets are starting to grow and become a very big growing concern for the Japanese. Japanese are so concerned they actually built 3 subs last round to help deal with this, but I don't know if that's going to be enough. He's going to have to do something back home, but we'll see. All right, now for my turn, playing FEC. For those of you who don't know, it's a combination of ANZAC and UK Pacific. So it's the Far East Command. I'm using the Union Jack roundels. And these other roundels are just telling me, reminding me that I'm sending something there or doing something. So, alright, so I have $30 to spend, and I am buying 5 men and a destroyer and a transport. Okay, and I can build in both New South Wales and Calcutta. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do, you can see I got this guy turned over here because I'm going to send one fella. Should have chipped him out before I started filming, I guess. I'm going to send one fella into Shan State there just for, or into Siam, pardon me, from Shan State. Alright, so that's a victory there. So we're going to be, we're going to go up $1 later. And we are also going to be sending 3 guys into Yunnan, okay, as well as all my air power. So that's 3 fighters. We're going to fly 1, 2, and then obviously they can make it back with a range of 5. Okay, so that's the only attack where there's going to be dice rolled on my turn, and those guys are staying home, and these guys are staying in Burma for now. We'll see what we see. You see? Alright, so here we go, and we'll do all of our non-coms later. So what I have is I have 3 1s, 3 3s, and a 4. So the white dice have 1 hit on them. I have 3 3s, okay, and then I have a 4 as well, okay. That's not my roll. That's just a roll to show you. Although that would win, so maybe I should take it. Alright, here we go. Got to get 3 hits. And I got no hits. Well, that's not a good start. That's not good at all. And then the Japanese come back, and they get 1 hit. Alright, so I am down to 2 white dice, 3 greens, and a 4. Ah! Much better. I got 5 hits. Killed you twice. Alright. We kicked them when they were down. And then he's got his 3 back, and no hits that time. Okay. Whew. That was getting a little sketchy there. Alright, so the Japanese are going to go down 1, and the Chinese are going to go up 1. So let's just do that now. The Japanese down 1 is always a good thing, and China, hoo-yah. There you go. That's the second time I've had to liberate that place. Alright. Siam. It's another one that's going to go up 1. Except I'm going to go up 1 here. Japan is going to go down 1. So Japan, a precipitous fall. Alright. And now it's on to, I guess this is considered combat, and if it's non-com, we'll just make it the first thing we do. So this convoy is not happening anymore, but now this convoy in C-Zone 20 is to a maximum of 5. This is 1 in Formosa, 1 in Kangxi, and 3 in Kwangtung. So could happen. Could happen. And plus we have this one. So if things go well, it'd be $9 off of Japan on their next turn. I'd take that. Better than a kick in the butt with a frozen muckluck, as they say. Alright, well, as a few people say up in Canada. So, good day. Alright, that is pretty much it. I'm going to chip this guy out here. Okay, so I've got one guy there. Okay. Alright, all my planes, of course, are going to fly back there. Now we have our cruiser, our brave cruiser, can move 3 because of the naval port, so he's going to go 1, 2, and 3 into 37, and he is on convoy duty as well, but he can't convoy anything because now we own everything, so good for us. But if Japan takes any of that land back, so Japan, if you take Siam or Shan State back, cruisers on convoy. If cruisers can convoy in this version, that's a good question. I'm not even sure if they do. I play a lot of different versions of this game, and I forgot to look up if it can convoy. But regardless, he's going there. Definitely, definitely, definitely. Alright. And all these guys here have done all the moves they are going to do. Looking good. Transport's going to come up to there. And this one fighter, oops. His airbase is still there, it's still there. He is going to fly, and he can go 5. So he's going to go 1, and then he's going to go 2, 3. Nope, he's not going to do that. He's going to go 1. How did that work? 1, 2, 3, 4. How did that work? I guess I couldn't do that. Let's go here. 1, 2, 3. There we go. All right. Sorry, folks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Western Australia is where he was going to end up. That's why we got the token there. Good grief. Sorry, folks. Had a long day today. We drove down to Seattle and had a good time down there at Pike Market. If you ever get down there, holy cow. I guess up there for most of you, or over there. A lot of fun, though. A lot of fun down there. Great energy. Lots of buskers. Lots of people running around. It's good times. And it actually rained a little bit today, so it kept things cool. It was cloudy. We weren't stinking hot like we've been all summer, so that was nice. All right, so I'm just going to do the placement here now. So we're going to put the transport in C-Zone 62. We're going to put these 5 men in Calcutta. We are going to take our destroyer and put it in C-Zone 39. And that is everything, I believe. So I'm going to be collecting $24 because I get 21 for my money, and because I went up 1 for Siam. But I also get a bonus for being at war. I just get a $3 bonus. Now some of you are thinking that's a little cheap, a little cheesy, but at the same time, ANZAC doesn't get, and UK Pacific don't get any of their other NOs really. It's almost impossible to get any kind of bonus. So they kind of threw that one at the combination to get an extra $3. So it's kind of works out. Kind of works out. I'm going to throw the convoy there in case he's still alive at the end of next round. Possible, unlikely, but possible. Alright, so we're going to do a flyby, let you know where everything is. And then I'm going to pass the dice, as it were, over to Sam Kenny, who is playing Russia. Actually, I didn't go through and tell who's playing what, so I'll do that now. I'm supposed to do that in the videos if people are kind of joining mid-game here. So Hunter Jones is playing Germany, and Sam Kenny is in the Soviet Union, as well as he is taking care of the small French contingent, and they've been very effective, actually. Don't poo-poo the French on this. Next is No Limits playing Japan, and then we have Dutch Lancaster, our friend from Holland. He is playing the Americans, who obviously, as you can see, he's been very effective. He is in both theaters and doing his thing. We have Mr. John Ulrich doing the UK Europe thing, and he as well has been very effective, defended Cairo well, and now is branching out to cause all 6 kinds of grief to the Axis European powers. And Corpo 24 is playing Italy. And yeah, he kind of took it on the chin there when Calcutta didn't fall, or pardon me, then Cairo didn't fall, and then he lost his fleet in short order, and doesn't make enough money to build a fleet when there's a massive U.S. contingent parked off Gibraltar. So yeah, he's been doing what he can, though. He's been very effective out here in Russia, as you can see. He was able to squeeze through and take a couple of key territories to allow the Germans to just walk in and blitz through if they need to. So he's done very well with what the dice have given him. And of course I am playing FEC. Alright, here goes the flyby. So in 62, transport. 54, transport. Queensland, 4 men, 2 AA. Western Australia, 1 infantry, 1 fighter. The Caroline Islands, 1 fighter. C-Zone 20, 1 submarine on convoy. C-Zone 37, 1 cruiser on convoy. Siam, 1 infantry. Shan State, 1 infantry. Yunnan, 3 infantry. Burma, 4 infantry, 3 mechanized infantry, 2 artillery, and 3 AA guns. And an American bomber, just for kicks. Over in India, we have 10 infantry, I believe it's 10, yeah, 10 infantry, 3 fighters, a tactical bomber, and in C-Zone 39 we have a destroyer. So that's it for my pieces. I think turn 6 will decide whether this game is going to continue or not. I think there's a lot to be done by the Axis, but a lot that can be done by the Axis. So if they're successful in their major pushes here, yeah, it's going to be tough for the Allies. But if we're able to hold them off on one, if not both, then could be sitting pretty. But we'll find out. Hey, thanks for watching, folks. Don't forget to hug your loved ones and just, hey, smile lots, folks. There's a lot of bad out there, but you know what? There's a lot more good. So celebrate the good, and we'll see you next time.